Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David at the Irish Hotspot, Ireland's #1 Spurs fan, Ireland's only answer to Harry Kane, bringing you the preview and everything else you need to know for the big Premier League clash tomorrow, Tottenham versus Wolves. We're joined by special guest Will Stewart. How are you keeping, my man?
I'm alive.
Yeah,
I'm alive.
Yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. And look, we'll get onto it in a while. Why Will is very angry. Brian, we're joined by Brian Davis from Tottenham away. How are you keeping, man?
Can you do me a favour and ask me that question after we've done the preview
yeah.
And then I'll give you my answer.
No problem. Bob.
Thank you.
Look, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to Bob on behalf of myself anyway, and I'm sure I speak for the worldwide fan base for getting down to the protest today. You know, there's people that live 20 minutes away from the ground, didn't turn out because of the rain. Bobspur, 3.5 hours down, 3.5 hours home. That's 7 hours worth of travel just to be there.
Nothing.
Bob, thank you so much, man. And how are you keeping?
No thanks, mate. I'm surrounded by 3 of my best mates. Everything's better now.
Thank you. Look, we'll get through the formalities. Make sure you do smash a like on the stream. Make sure you do smash a subscribe on the channel if you're new. Don't be afraid to grab a channel membership. The link is in the description below, along with the boys' channels as well. If you like what they have to say throughout the stream, make sure you click on the description and get over and smash a subscribe on their channel. Grab a channel membership for the fan show every week. Sorry I couldn't bring one yesterday. I just had a hectic day. You know, I was just flat out. I was so busy, so I'm sorry I couldn't bring you one yesterday. And also get those super chats in. It guarantees that your comment will be discussed, especially when the chat is busy. And it is a great way to support the channel. Let's welcome a few people to the stream, and I do have a super chat to get to as well, and then we'll get into the nuts and bolts of it. We have Tottenham 943 says that protest just sums up Tottenham. Really, it was pathetic, more of a piss up than a protest. We will be getting on to that, my man. I do have something I want to say on that as well before we start slating the lads that actually turned up. Kudos until the fans change, the owners will never change 100%. ATX7 Gaming is in the building. I was at the protest and I was hearing fans singing Sadado and Sissoko songs. Big up the lads. Dran Ned is in the house. He says they turned up to sing Yiddo songs. Sue Smith is in as well. What a disappointment the protest turned out to be. Some of our fans happy with the mediocrity, it seems. Congrats to Leicester, everything. Yeah, fair play Leicester as well when beating Chelsea in the FA Cup. That made me happy. And of course, my team in the GA one today as well, Kildare. So that kind of made me a bit happy. CD, if the fans don't care, we are finished. I've never felt so disillusioned and hurt as a Tottenham fan. This is a really tough pill to swallow at the moment. CD, I think you speak for a lot of us, my man. Mac, do you think the war decision was right? We'll get on to that, so we will. We also have Darren in the building. Big up, Dar. He says another sad day for Spurs protest that turned out to a party. Enoch must be laughing at that today and singing about wanting someone to die. Yeah, we'll get on to that. That's wrong. We also have Scott M. I don't get all the pessimism and negativity from some, so it will be an interesting show to hear some different views that I want. Yeah, that's fair enough, my man. Kieran's in the building. He's having a joke here. He says, what protests are people on about? Anyone that doesn't know Kieran, he does be on the channel. And he looks like he's the Eric Dyer lookalike.
Oh, Dyer.
Theo Shilton. What's up, guys? Big up, Theo. Paul Brown is in the building. Even though well done, Leicester. One of these days, our owners will put passion before profit. Yeah, 100%. Couldn't agree more. Aglia Kakaratis is in the building. She says, your fabulous show, David, is saving me from the crap that is Saturday Night TV. Yeah, 100%. Who wants to be watching Ant and Deck Saturday Night Takeaway and shit like that when you got the Irish Hotspur on? And I'll just get to this super chat as well. Give me 1 second. Jeez, we have loads of people in the building, lads. There's a lot of unhappy Spurs fans around tonight. A lot of unhappy Spurs fans. Where is this super chat? Look, while I find that super chat there, we'll ask Will, what do you think on tomorrow's game, my man?
Expect a draw. I don't expect anything anymore from anything. As long as we don't make any more of a joke out of ourselves, I'll be okay.
Yeah, 100%. Joseph THFC 81, big yourself up. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I really do appreciate it. He says, we never put any pressure and numbers on the board for 20 years. It's a difficult transition that we are talking about here, and it will take time. Yeah, I agree with that. In a way, it's a great start today. You know, I go a lot. I see where your optimism is coming from, Joseph. Big yourself up, my man. And we have Prayash in the builder. We have Reaver 56. We have Lafika Mabakile. We also have who else have we got? We've got London One. Big yourself up, my man. How are you keeping? I was having a chat with him earlier on. We are Tottenham TV. We have Glenn MK4. We have George as well in the building. We have Stelios. Big up Stelios. Leicester are a bigger club than Spurs in modern times. Leicester League title in 2016. Spurs in 1961. Leicester FA Cup win in 2021. Spurs in 1991. But to hell with it. Let's blame Hitch out and Winks.
He's bang on. He's bang on.
He is. Look, it seems to be the hot topic at the minute, lads. We may as well just talk a bit about the protest. So we'll dive straight into it. And we will start with Bob, because Bob turned up. Bob, what do you make of the protest, man? What was it like down there? How do you feel coming away from it?
I don't think I've ever felt more further away from my football club as I've felt today. It's hard because a lot of people love Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, but there's different levels of how you love it. And I'm not saying what I'm about to say because I'm expecting pats on the back or poor old Bobby or well done or anything like that. Just like I can't relate to some people who state they love Tottenham, but the love isn't as great as mine. They're not going to be able to relate to me. My heart isn't perfect, you know. Who knows when it's going to fuck up again? There's quite a few things on my bucket list I want to see done before I go. My kids growing up to be beautiful children and successful. Tammy spending the rest of her life being the happiest woman on earth. And I want my football club back. Yeah. I can't see that happening. Out of the three, that's the least thing I can expect to happen. And what happened today hurt me more than anything, mate. More than anger. It was anger at first, but then it slowly turned to hurt because I don't understand the mindset of. How do I put this? I fucked it up basically. I got it all completely wrong. All these build-ups on every single channel that I've been going on saying, please come over. These people were taking our soul, history, tradition away from our football club. Part of my life. I bleed blue and white. My kids bleed blue and white because I've brainwashed them so much. But there's people out there, a lot more people than what I thought were out there, who don't give a shit. And that's entirely up to them. Their love for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club is way less than what mine is. And they're entitled to it. But it saddened me today, Dave, because there was a chance today to really make a point or start to make a point. We failed to even build the foundation of a protest.
Yeah.
Because we're the laughing stock right now, mate, and we just compounded it today. When I got there, it was Yid sold our soul, fantastic. But then when it changes to kill it, you know, seeing Daniel Levy wanted to die, Sissoko, Arsenal songs, and
so bad,
and to even think that I was just contemplating taking my 6-year-old Bobspur Jr. to the protest, mate. And I apologise to all three of you because I promised you guys that I was going to go there and represent you. I'll refuse to represent.
You have no apologies to make. No. I want to say this. There is a super chat in there, but I do want to say this. And first of all, Brian, sorry to cut you off, Bob, but I don't want you to feel like you owe anybody an apology. I want to say this. Just give me 1 second. Brian C says, big up, lads. Tough being a Spurs fans these days. 100% it is, my man. Look, let me know what you think of the protest, Brian. I'd love to know what you make of it. But Bob, look, I want to say, look, I've already sent messages thanking lads that I know that went to the protest on behalf of the fan base worldwide. But I want to say this. I want to say every single person that turned up to that protest today, I want to say, first of all, big yourselves up. Big yourselves up. Look, there's people that were, I'm not going because of the rain or stupid reasons, right? You know, stupid reasons. If you can't be bothered to turn up because of the rain, if you can't be bothered to turn up tomorrow because it's 10 a.m., I'm sorry, you don't have the same passion for the club as you know, some of the worldwide fans who obviously couldn't be there because of geographical locations, but the fans that turned up today. Because I've been speaking to a lot of people that went to that today, and every single one of them have come out of it dejected and let down, hurt. You know, they're apologising to people, which they shouldn't be. They really shouldn't be, because people that like that turned up today are the lifeblood of this club. People that genuinely care about this club, the people that genuinely want success. So, Bob, you have no apologies to be making. In fact, if anyone has an apology, it's me, because I tried to get over there, I couldn't, but I'll show you over there. I need to get my voice out because I'm sick of this, you know. And the mentality. Look, I don't know where we go from here. I do want to give the other lads their opinion on it before I ask everybody where we go from here too. But I just believe until the mentality in this fan base changes, we're not going to get any change whatsoever. Too many people are happy with being losers, not lifting trophies. And I'm sick of it. I'm not being nice anymore. There's too many people that are just happy to turn up, pay the 90 quid for a jersey, the 60, 70 pound for a ticket, you know, get ripped off for a burger and chips and a pint in the stadium. They're just too happy to do it. And I get it. It's because they love Tottenham as well. But if you love Tottenham that much, you have to start turning out at these protests. They're not being organised for the fun of it. We have to turn out, and we have to turn out in numbers. One cup in 20 years, and you're seeing Leicester today lift an FA Cup. They won the league not so long ago. And we're not turning up to protests. That's what a real owner does. That Leicester owner, they love the club. They love the city. They help the city. They love the club. They're shrewd at their recruitment. They know what they're doing.
Today wasn't about comparison. I know what you're saying, Dave, but today it was a mischance because there was nothing about comparisons, mate. And I know what he's trying to say because Leicester won it on the same day. But today was all about us. It was all about Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Fuck everyone else. It was all about us. And even when it's a single-minded protest that has been organised for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it was evident what the protests were going to be about.
Over 2 weeks.
We failed. And what I'm apologising for, Dave, is that I failed to represent you guys over there purely and simply.
No, you did fine.
I did not want you guys to be associated with that shit show that was happening today.
No,
I'll go again.
You
and
did
I'll
fine,
represent
Bob.
You. But I don't want to do it.
It's the rest of the fan base that let us down.
To be honest, I think it probably went the way it did because a lot of them were just dejected and the numbers didn't turn out for them. So I reckon that's why it went the way it did. I'll just have 2 super chats to come into. Then I want to let Will in and then I want to let Brian in. Rob Coyne says, all right, lads, Davey, how about Lewis being Levy's godfather? No way Levy will ever leave unless he excel. Buy yourself a pint. No, look, Rob, I fully agree. Look, first of all, I'm pissed off on the whole finding out that Lewis is Daniel Levy's godfather. You know what I mean? And I agree with you. Until they're gone, I don't think we will get change. And then we have a super big yourself up, Rob Coyne. I really do appreciate the super chat, my man. And we have Dara as well. He says, well done, Bob, for today's protest. You're a true fan. Big yourself up, Dara. Thank you so much for the super chat. And everybody, honestly, get in and show your appreciation for Bob. We are going to let Will Stewart in. He's absolutely boiling. And by the time Will Stewart's
finished, want to?
Brian will be boiling.
Are you ready for this? Are the people in the chat ready for this?
No, we're ready.
I don't think they are. I don't.
Cool.
And I can joke and be funny and make light of the situation. But I mean, it proper pisses me off. It really does piss me off. It pisses me off that I go on YouTube and talk about the club and do all the things that I do, and I get rhetoric or hate of people calling me a paper fan, and then the rest of the fan base shows up and that's it? Like, big up for the guys that came. At least you showed up. Even if the ones that were singing Musa Sissoko songs. I mean, like, come on, what is the point? Why is anyone singing a Musa Sissoko song this season? That's absolutely ridiculous.
He's a part of the problem.
But hey, at least you showed up. At least you showed up. But where's this passion? Where's this heart and desire that people are always telling me about that I don't have because I'm a Forum fan? Where is that heart and that passion? Where's it at?
True.
Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So either you guys are full of yourselves, hypocrites that talk a big talk but can't walk the walk, or there's no passion in this fan base and it's embarrassing to be a Spurs fan. None.
No. Yeah.
And you can throw that up there now, David, or later or whatever. But if you want to talk about passion, the passion that American fans don't have because we're across the sea, this is the protest today, right? Protest today. But you got passion from Columbus United or the Columbus Crew fans after their club owner was trying to sell their club and move them out of the city. History matters. Thousands of fans.
Look at that.
Screaming, banners, flags, smoke, up on the backside of the rafters. This was for weeks and weeks and weeks. This is a MLS club fan base. And that's what we do. Disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
You can take it off,
100%.
man. That's pissing me off. I'm disappointed.
It's upsetting. It's just really upsetting. Like you know, today was a chance. Today was a chance. Levy's now sitting there laughing at us. He's sitting there laughing at us.
You know what,
You know-
Dave? I don't. It's probably not, mate. You know what? I actually think there's part of him that's probably not enjoying all of this and probably feeling himself let down because there is a theory that he loves Tottenham. The only people who let themselves down today is the people who had the chance and fucked it up. They fucked it up. They let themselves down. Levy could be laughing, could be sitting there. He's probably looking at the state of his own football club, thinking, you know what? These are the fans of my football club, who I've invested so much money into. Look at they can't even put together a fucking disagreement.
Yeah.
He's probably shocked. He's probably shocked.
I'll just read out Stelios' comment here, and then I'm going to let Brian Daigle in. Stelios' comment kind of sums it up, really. Just listen to this for absolutely ridiculous. 500 people went to the protest. I post my protest pictures on Twitter, and it's at 500 plus likes.
He was
Sums
gutted
it
as
up,
well.
really.
Still was gutted as well today.
Yeah.
But no,
Big
what
up
I want to
Stelios.
know is why are people even mentioning Leicester? Why should you like? And I'm sorry,
Exactly.
like, why are we
Exactly.
even talking about Leicester? Why are we saying we're jealous of Leicester when we should be focused on us today? Today was not about Leicester at all.
100%.
I didn't even watch the FA Cup. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even know who won.
Yeah.
Right. The first thing I did when I woke up today was start looking at protest information. What happened? What was going on with Tottenham's fans? That's what I was. I could care less who won the FA Cup. The FA Cup is pointless to me. I don't care that we're not even winning it. Right. I'm not envious of Leicester. I'm furious at Daniel Levy and Enoch.
Yeah.
I'm not envious of anyone. I'm furious.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Look, I do have two quick shout outs to do. Danny Kiriakou met two people, and the shout outs are for all of us here. One is from Matthew. I think it's Matthew Collins, Big Yourself Up Man channel member. Puts in super chats, and he's usually always in the chat as well. So if you're listening, big yourself up, my man. And Mike Pepper as well. He wanted everybody here.
Yeah.
A big up as well, and a shout out to Mike Pepper.
Yeah, and thanks for your message, Mike. Mike Pepper, that is appreciated that, buddy. Thank you,
Joseph
Big
Shepard.
up, Mike.
Joseph, I don't want to slag you up, but David, when you get a chance, can you put Joseph Shepard's last comment on there from 4:57 p.m.?
This?
No, 4:57 p.m.
I don't have the times beside it on my email. What's the comment, man?
It's England is currently or is a country where protests rarely happen.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Whatever.
just excuses.
After
mate.
George, before Endon won.
1 second, lad.
Yeah. This was probably the biggest protest this year in London. No, it wasn't. Are you out of your mind? Did you not see the Arsenal protests? Did you not see the Chelsea protests?
They're pissed.
Did you not see the
us.
BLM protests in London this year? What are you on about, mate?
The anti-mask. I live in Canada now, and I know another 3 protests in England that happened that were bigger than what this. I don't even call what we had a protest. I don't even want to call it a protest.
It was a damn gathering.
It was a
Street
gathering,
party.
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
serious? Do you not watch the news? England is not a. Have you not seen Manchester United fans and Liverpool fans literally tearing things apart 2 times in a row? Like they literally had to bust the players in the night before into the stadium because they couldn't. They wouldn't have been able to get them in. They would have canceled the game.
Yeah. I know. I hope our fans have the balls to do that tomorrow, but I'm not holding out any hope. But look, let's bring in Brian Daigle. Let's see what Brian Daigle makes it today.
What do I make of today? I've been trying to stay calm. I really am, because if I go into one, I might do something I regret. I looked into flying back from Canada to England for a long weekend. This what about seeing my nephews and my niece that are my world that I haven't seen for a year because of this pandemic. It would be a weekend protest, come home. I physically could not get in. I tried every avenue to try and get in, but I couldn't get in because I haven't had my 2nd vaccine yet. It just weren't happening. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were big up those protests, which I don't want to talk about because obviously I have an interest in that, so I don't really want to get into a religious debate right now. So that I woke up this morning, and I woke up. It was 8 a.m. my time, which was about 1 p.m. your time. I thought, right, let me just check YouTube. Let's see what's going on. Please God, there's going to be thousands. I even went into my living room because I didn't want to wake the wife up and put YouTube on the TV. And what I saw was pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Big up to every single person that was there. Every single person was there. Whether you were drinking, I know it didn't turn out, but they were probably drinking because of the shit turnout. Bob travelled 3.5 hours. He has other issues. Like I said, he has his health issues. He got down there. Now, I have been, Stelios as well, I have been anti-Levy since he sat Martin Yeo at half-time. Now, through that time to where we are today, I've seen many or a few people trickle at a time. Oh, Brian, you were right. Levy out. Oh, no, I'm with you now. Levy out. And then we have this ESL Super League, which seemed to be the thing, the straw that finally broke the camel's back. And it really, really gathered some movement. And then even during the ESL, the stuff with Dulux, the stuff with fucking the mattresses, the highest priced tickets, it goes on and on and on. And for once I thought, do you know what? Finally, we have a chance where our voices can be heard. Finally, the fans are going to get some kind of movement together. Finally, we're all singing off the same hymn sheet. Finally, we could do something that will grab the attention of the media to show that we mean business. Well, right now, like our football team and the club, Tottenham Hotspur fans, the ones that didn't go and could have gone, you have now made us a comedy show.
Yeah.
We now need to go on Comedy Central for our next season games. Every single person that I see, not just on my channel, on all the channels, and channels I don't go on, they say, oh yeah, Levy out, I'm going. Where the fuck were you? Where were you? And let's see, if there's a game tomorrow, let's see if there's a bigger turnout. I doubt it. Aston Villa, I doubt it. We are an embarrassment. I'm ashamed of my club and embarrassed to be a Spurs fan right now, what my board are doing. I'm ashamed of the players on the pitch. I'm ashamed of the board. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm ashamed of the fucking fans.
Yep.
Anyone, obviously, I'm not saying everyone, the people like Will, you and me couldn't get there. The people that live all around the world. Celery Agent, I know he's in Australia. And all the other fans that watch around the world. Fine. The other people that had like weddings to go to, or fine. But the people that I see regularly on any show, and to start off with when I went on We Are Tottenham TV, they were slating me for anti-Levy.
Yep.
You all gave it Johnny Big Boots, Billy Big Potatoes, and then when it came to actually making a goddamn difference, you went hiding. I'm fucking disgusted, and I'm outraged. Pathetic.
Yeah. Look, I like this comment here from from Carmen. He says I went down to the protest today, stayed about 30 minutes. It was too much like a party atmosphere. It wasn't thought out properly. There was no structure to it.
Oh,
So
there's one more thing I want to add, David. Sorry,
Yeah.
brother. Now, obviously, everyone knows my hatred for Daniel Levy. It goes far beyond the foot. I hate the man. I loathe him. Everyone knows that. But never, ever will I sing a song wishing him dead. Ever.
Yeah.
I want him out of my club. Nothing to do with it. Then go live your life with your billions, your millions, and go have a happy life with your family. I wish you nothing but the luck in the future. But whilst you're Tottenham Hotspur chairman, I want you out of my club. I don't want you dead. And anyone that sings that is disgusting as well.
Yeah. No, look, I do want to say, I do want to condemn that. You know, as soon as I heard it, my face kind of twinged a little. I was like, you know, it's putting everything in a bad light. It's not what the protest should be. It's not what it's about. Like, you don't wish anybody dying, you know, and it's completely wrong. I do want to condemn it. We do have over 200 people watching, so make sure the likes add up. Make sure you have smashed a like on the stream. If you're new, make sure I've seen a few new faces in there. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, and the chat is absolutely hopping. If you have any points you want us to discuss on today's protest or any questions or anything like that, do get it in a super chat, and we will sit here and discuss it. Kieran O'Connell, he says, been thinking the board and players are the root of the issue. Clearly a chunk of the fan base are as well, pretending to support something they don't. I would actually go along the lines of that as well. I have said this a couple of times. I'm sick of our mentality. People that's followed my channel knows I have no problem sitting here calling out the fan mentality. No problem whatsoever. And I am extremely disillusioned with our fan base right now. You know, with the way everybody's been talking, with all the stuff I've seen on social media and everything else, you know, I'm expecting thousands down there. I'm expecting to see what I see at Liverpool or at United, at Chelsea or Arsenal, you know, two rival clubs that I hate. I'm expecting to see that down there today. And what we get today is a total load of fucking horse shit. You know, people can sit there and complain all they want. That was too much like a party. I get it. But when these guys are turning out in the piss and rain and they're expecting numbers there and they're expecting something big to happen and they're let down, at least they stayed there. Yeah, okay, they had a few cans, right? But at least they got their arse down there because they weren't afraid of a bit of cold or a bit of rain. You know, having that stupid player mentality that our players do. Afraid. At least they got down there. You can give out about them drinking all you want, but at least they went down and braved the elements to get down there. You know, it's, so we can sit there and complain about all we had.
There's fans out there, and I'm not gonna fucking go for it. There's some fans within the so-called Spurs family who are wishy-washy, who talk a big game but never prove it. There's some Spurs family people out of our group who didn't turn up today and had every opportunity to turn up today. If I've got that wrong, please let me know. But it doesn't work that way. If you're going to say something, I'm a big believer, and Tommy will back me up. I'll never use one word too often. That's the word I promise. Because if I promise something, I'll promise it. I'll promise Simon that no matter what, when I get there, I'll go onto his live stream, and I did that straight away when I got there. And I promised him that. I'll never use the word promise that much, because to me, a promise is a promise. And if you're sitting there and you're fighting your bollocks off, defending or pro or against Enoch, Levy, Lewis, whatever, then fucking back it up. And when it comes to the point where you can back it up and you can show what you're made of and you can show your support for your Tottenham, fucking do it. And if you can't, don't fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
Because
I just do want to clarify, just in case anyone else is tuning in, you know, he's not referring to worldwide fans that cannot be there because of where they live. Just to make that clear, because I know some people are going to get the wrong end of the stick. I want to clear that up. There right now. No. He's not talking about them. He's talking about people that live in the UK that could have been there.
Yeah, spot
on. What I want to say is this: I want to throw this into perspective for people watching. Okay, there's a paper fan in America who has a YouTube channel. You're looking at him. So that's what I've been called.
You're not a paper fan.
More people watch my streams. My videos get more views than people that showed up at the protest today.
True.
Sad.
My
It's sad.
videos average 700-800 views, up some of to 1100-1200.
Yeah.
My 4-hour rant streams. More
Yeah.
people watch the paper fan in the US than showed up for the protest today.
Do you know what also makes us so embarrassing? It's like you said, Dave. Those other clubs that were rioting, okay, the filth down the road, the Chelseas, the Liverpools, the Uniteds, they're winning trophies. They're winning things. They're buying players. They're doing what?
Yeah.
Oh, but no,
Could
it's
you-
okay. We have.
Could you ever see the Sky cameras? Could you ever see the Sky cameras, Brian? The Sky cameras turning up at a Man United protest, or a Liverpool protest, or a Chelsea protest, or Arsenal protest, and fucking off an hour and a half or 2 hours before it's actually finished? Could you imagine?
Do you know what comes up the protest though, lads? Is so you seen at the United protest, the Arsenal protest, Chelsea protest, the amount of police there.
Yeah,
Right.
we had five. We had five
Yeah.
today.
And did they? And correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, but did they not get in the van and head off? About half an hour to an hour in.
About 40 to 60 protesters left, and I saw this with my own eyes. There was 2 left, and then one looked at the other and said, "Nothing's really happening here. Shall we fuck off?" And the other one goes, "Yeah, let's go." And they fucked off.
Yeah.
Not
Let's go.
not,
Greg's
we,
for
did, we,
sausage
did,
roll.
we didn't have a police presence.
Yeah,
Well, there were
that's how
protesters
embarrassing we are.
there.
Even they looked at
They-
us.
so they
Even the
left.
police are looking at us and laughing and going,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's Spursy." You know, we're an absolute joke. We're
Probably
not
all
all
Nothing to see
on the
Arsenal
field
fans.
Nothing to
or
see
off
here.
the field.
Nothing to
Those
see
cops
here.
are probably
nothing.
all Arsenal fans sitting there laughing their asses off at us.
Of course
Probably.
they are.
Hey, the Sky
course they
cameras
are.
were pissing themselves. They were pissing themselves. The Sky techs, the Sky cameraman, they were standing there, shaking their head, looking and laughing.
Oh,
They were
we're a joke.
laughing.
We are a joke. Just quickly, I'll just get the super chat from Kieran out of the way. If you are Levy in there, fair enough, but don't pretend you're Levy out for a nice Twitter, Instagram post.
Yeah.
100%, Kieran. Absolutely love that
100%.
post. Super chat, my man.
100%.
And look,
Absolute legend.
Joseph Shepard, you're right. Right? Maybe you're right. Maybe we should be trying to inspire people to go to the protesting. That's what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
My channel streams 5 days a week. 5 days a week. So that's 10 streams. We've been trying to tell people, where I've been throwing up the promotional photo that somebody made, where I've been telling people to get out there and do that thing. We've been trying to inspire people for over 2 weeks. I didn't understand when they first announced it why they didn't do it last week. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
because it's not a match day.
Just to let Theo know, I've actually been emailing him, Daniel Levy, because I've tried to send a video diary every single day, but every time I record a video, it gets too big because I'm cussing him out too much. So every single Levy rant I have, I actually just write him an email, "Dear Daniel, you blood-sucking parasite," and then send him a link to the stream I've done. So whether he gets to see it or not, but he has got quite a few links from me showing that I don't quite support what he does.
Yeah. No, look, I do. Look, we're getting absolutely crazy views here, over 230 odd now. So make sure the likes do add up. Any new people, I see more new people coming in by the minute. Make sure you smash the subscribe on the channel and get your super chats in with any questions, anything you disagree with or agree with. If you're Enoch in, let us know why. We'll sit here and discuss your opinion. It's a great way to show support for the channel as well. But look, I'll start with Bob and work our way backwards again. Bob, where do we go from here? Do we just give up? Do we stop the protests? Or are you looking at it like this is a start and we can build on this?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not a Scooby. People keep saying to me, "Bob, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't waste your time and don't waste your money going tomorrow." But it's this, mate. It's the heart. It's the love of Tottenham Hotspur which won't allow me to back down.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only person who's going to be there tomorrow. Obviously not. There's a match on, but it's hard for me, mate. And today, it's hard to explain what today took out of me. It's really difficult to explain.
Got to stay the
Phil
course,
Lafart.
though.
Yeah, mate. It's
Got to stay the course. Everybody's in the chat. If you're not subscribed to every single channel here, do it. Right?
Yeah.
If the fan base isn't willing to go out there and protest, then give us a big voice so that we can do it. The people that are actually willing to go out and say stuff.
I'll do it on everyone's behalf. I'll do it on everyone's behalf.
Don't go out there. Don't go out there and support channels with tens of thousands of people that don't support your position. If you're not for Enoch out, then that's fine. You go support whoever you want to do it. But if you're Enoch out, support the guy, support the channel, support the people, give them a voice, give them your voice by growing their channel, which causes their channel and their videos to go out to more and more and more thousands of people. So maybe we're the minority. The thing that made me that's the realization exactly I had is we're the minority.
Yeah, me and Stel said exactly the same thing. Today it took us by surprise, and we were having a pint, and Stel goes to me, Bobby, maybe we are in the minority. Maybe the Enoch inners are a lot more. I was fully aware
than 1%
there's a lot more.
The capacity of the stadium showed up today. Less than 1% of the capacity of the stadium showed up today. 600 out of 64,000 seats. Stadium has no problem being full on a match day.
Yeah.
I'll just read out a couple of comments here, lads, and then I have another question. I want to ask each of you as well. William McKenzie says, "Posts have been on Twitter as well. Fans rather talk about fancy signings and the new kit, 100%." And Adam Fox, "The worst thing about it is the Tottenham fans on Twitter taking the piss out of the protests just so rival fans can laugh at us. I've seen it over both protests. Now it's pathetic." I do quickly want to get Brian and Will's perspective on where we go from here, and then I do have another question. Brian, where do we go from here? Do we keep going or do we give up?
We have to keep going. I'll tell you how much we have to keep going. Like I said, with this pool, if I had the money, trust me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The bid would be in. But it's got to the point where I said it here. My nephews and my niece mean the world to me, and I've only seen my niece was born when I came back just as coronavirus was starting back in February, not this year, gone year before. She's just turned over 1 year old now. I've seen her once, or like for 2 days, because I flew back to Canada. I haven't seen my nephews or my niece since then. I originally was planning to fly home from September the 17th to October the 8th. So like I said, and I'd want to come back sooner because I want to see him. I haven't seen him because this goddamn pandemic. When I heard that the NFL now is October the 10th and October the 17th, I'm now putting back my vacation or my holidays. I say I'm talking to American here. Sorry, Will. I need to get my English back. I've changed my holiday arrangements. So I go back home the 1st of October to the 21st of October so I can be there for the two protests because my voice will be heard. And I will be there. And like I said, I am delaying seeing my five precious gems, the things that mean the world to me. This club means everything to me. It has cost me my first fiance, who asked me to choose between her and going to a Tottenham Arsenal match, and I said goodbye. And that's when I was living in Israel. I was like, "Don't make me choose because you're going to lose." She lost. This is ingrained in my heart. This is ingrained in my blood, and I don't recognise it anymore. And I want to come back and help get my club back.
Yeah.
So I've had to delay a holiday seeing the most important things in my life just so I can be there. That's where we have to go from now. I'm just praying, but I have no confidence whatsoever that tomorrow or Villa there's a bigger turnout. If we don't make our voices heard, especially at Villa when there's going to be 10,000 people there going into the ground, let alone what's going to be outside the ground, then I don't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
Can I just say as well, guys, there's quite a few saying, "Oh, I couldn't go because my mother was ill." All I'm saying is the people who could go, who live within the vicinity in the UK, and didn't go because of, like Dave said, "Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's a bit cold. Oh, I'm not sure I'm going to miss the FA Cup on TV." If you're stating you are an Enoch out and you love Tottenham Hotspur and you didn't go because of a piss poor excuse, then I question it. And as simple as that. And it's my opinion. It's my opinion to question it. But and also another thing, a lot of people are suddenly coming out and in the chat saying, "Oh, we've always been Enoching. Look, why did it have to take them to see a shitty protest for them to suddenly make noises? If you're eating a kid, show the fucking passion that us eating counters have. Come onto my channel, come onto Will's channel. We're not going to deny you your voice, but don't wait for some shit to happen for you to come out of the woodwork and scream at the top of your voices. We've always said this. We've always said this. We've always said it. Because that's bullshit. You've never said it. I've certainly not heard it on my channel.
Yeah, 100%. Will, where do you think we go next, man?
You get out there and show up tomorrow. That's where we go from here.
Yeah.
Right. Or you can let me down. You can let David down. You can let Brian down again.
I was always
let Bob down.
You guys know. You know I was going to go tomorrow anyway.
You can let Holly down. You can let all of the creators who actually showed up, and then you can go out and start pointing fingers at the ones that didn't. Right? I'm done playing Mr. Nice Guy political.
Yeah.
Your channel's bigger than mine, so I'm not going to call you out. Bullshit. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. If you're going to talk about this, if you're going to mention this hashtag on your stream, and you just decided not to go today, and I'm the paper fan, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm the one that doesn't have any passion. I'm the one who's not a real fan. I'm a plastic fan.
They're in a position to prove you wrong. They're in a position to prove you wrong, Will. They could have gone out there and said, there you go, we're calling you a plastic, but look at us, look, at least we've turned up. They failed to even do that. They failed to form a base of an argument with you.
And the stadium is outside my front door?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just going to get another drink, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Look, for me, I actually think it's important that we, to be honest with you, all of us YouTubers, we doubled down. Me, I could have done more this morning. I could have got the fuck out of bed earlier and I could have streamed and made more people aware of it. For me, I definitely think, that we just need to double down now. We need to push it more and more. We need to explain it more and more. We need to do more and more streams on it, dedicate more and more time to it. That's what I think we need to do. And that's where I think we go from here. Another question I do want to ask you guys is, and we'll start with Brian, and then we'll get Will's thoughts as well, and then get Bob when he comes back. Brian, do you think that Levy's PR move during the week probably worked?
Well, from what I'm seeing, I've seen a lot of things I saw on the We Are Tottenham TV boys chat, and once again they were phenomenal going down there as always. I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, what are you talking about? Levy's now got the guy on the board. Everything's good now. What are you talking?" I'm like, wait a minute. And these are people that I know that were saying Enoch out beforehand. I know they were because I look at that live chat, whether I'm on the show or not. I look at the live chat, so it's blatantly had the wool over someone's eyes or some people's eyes. But the thing is, what will happen now is we've got the manager debacle, or let's say we don't have the great summer that everyone thinks we're going to, which we're not. Let's see if we sell Harry Kane and get Callum Wilson to, or someone of that ilk to come and replace him. And then let's see these people go, oh no, you were right, Levy out, Enoch out, Enoch out. They chop and change with the weather.
Yeah.
Levy does 5 things bad, 1 thing good, all is forgiven. It's like you're climbing Mount Everest and you're reaching the summit is where your hatred for Levy gets to right, I'm Levy out. You start climbing the mountain and he does 1 good thing and you go right back down to the beginning again. Then you start climbing up again and oh no, he's done that. He's done that. People are saying, oh, we were going to boycott the food. Why do you think he's putting free food on? So he can get rid of the food that he bought for when people came back in.
Yeah.
He's not doing it for the good of his own, do you know what, let's do it as a token, sorry. That was going to happen anyway. He knows no one's going to come in and buy the stuff. So let's make it look like a good deed that we're going to give free food. Pre-match. Not all during the match or after the match when they stay. Just for that 90 minutes. Bollocks. All bollocks.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe Grimes says some of these creators just do this for clout, not passion for the club.
True.
I to be honest with you, I actually don't know who people are talking about. Joe, I'd actually like to know who you're talking about, my man. Let me know. But
I
we
can
have
think some.
255 people watching.
I
Sorry,
can
go
think of a. Yeah, I can think of a couple of names, but I won't.
Yep.
All right, yeah.
Big up, Holly.
Yeah.
Holly's
Yeah,
incredible.
big up Holly
Do you
as
know
well,
what,
actually, for turning up
Holly,
today.
I forgot to mention when Bob drove through. Holly, bless
Holly,
her,
yeah.
got a train from Southampton.
Portsmouth.
A train, Southampton, Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know. Actually, I know those two hate each other, so I best be. So anyone from Southampton, you know what I mean, from that area of the part of England, it's a 2.5-hour goddamn train
Yeah.
journey,
And then
and
the
a
tube.
2.5-hour train back home.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
did that to be there
Big up.
and make her voice heard. I don't know how long she was there for. Doesn't matter. She got down there because she wanted her voice heard. Holly is incredible. Not just I've been on her show, she's been on Tottenham Away.
Yeah.
She has so much love for the club, so much passion for the club.
Yeah.
And when, like you said, Bob, with the word "I promise," when she says she's going to go down there and have her voice heard,
Yeah,
she's done it.
And bless her, she turned up as it was ending as well, Brian. She turned up towards the end. So she literally outside the stadium, she probably only spent about 45 minutes to an hour. And then, she spent more time on the tube and train than actually there. And I felt for her because I don't think she could believe what, I'm sure she'll back it up. But I'm sure she was taken aback how shit it was.
Well, mate,
And it's the first time I met her. And her and JP, and I couldn't take it in. You can't take it in because you're just looking at the shit show and can't believe it. That you can't really engross in the new people that you're meeting. It was it was weird.
You couldn't even fill a single city block.
No.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I actually thought they should have marched from Seven Sisters all the way up Tottenham High Street.
I remember you saying that,
Then outside the stadium, have someone on a big megaphone, directing the chants. That's what I thought should have happened. But look, maybe it might happen for the next protest. But look, we are well and truly Spursy, off the pitch and on the pitch. We're not organised on the pitch or off the pitch. We're in absolute chaos right now. We have a manager in charge who should never be here. We have players at the club who should never be here. Yep. We have owners at the club who are greedy. They don't want to invest in players that can help us win trophies on the pitch. They take profit over glory. And we're just well and truly a shambles right now. We're an absolute joke. Look, there is. We will be moving on to the Wolves preview shortly. There is 255 people watching. Make sure you have smashed the like on the stream, subscribe on the channel. And don't be afraid to get those super chats in, guys, with questions for the panel or your thoughts. And it is a great way to show your support for the channel as well. It really does help the channel grow. It helps me bring better content next season. And I will be doubling down on Levy in and outs. Maybe you can buy me a coffee or something. And also grab a channel membership. And what's the story says, I'd love to take a dump on Levy's desk. 100%. I would too. Jordan Stevens wants to take one on his Bentley. And to be honest with you, I'd take one on his chest. He's really pissing me off. We have a super chat here from Matthew Morgan. He says, show the passion like Will said. Stop the game tomorrow if you're serious, or at least try and delay it to get noticed. Keep up the good work, guys. No, 100%, Matthew. I fully agree. I've said this about this protest coming up. We need to stop the team buses from entering it and getting called off. And to be honest with you, anyone that does, I actually beg you, because I don't want to see Moon Boots and Bobo the Clown at right back. I don't want to sit there for 4 or 5 hours tomorrow watching the game, doing the streams, and then going on Weird Tottenham TV after, and then coming on my show and whatever else. I don't want. To be honest with you, I'd rather just do my show tomorrow because I'm sick of watching these players. So you'd actually be doing me a favour. But the biggest one that we could do to make changes is actually when the NFL games come about. Because that's where we're really going to hurt them. Show them in front of their sugar daddies. In essence, you know what I mean. And as well, to be honest with you, tomorrow I don't want to see anybody turning up and laying out a carpet and having a picnic. I don't want to see anybody being down there trying to be the next Ed Sheeran. I just want to see people down there fully passionate with intent to get a good fucking protest going. That's what I want to see. And one more super chat here, and then we'll let the lads back in. Nigel Gates says, what's your plan? Enoch out, great, but what's your plan? I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know what's next in your minds. We'll start with Will, and we'll give everyone a chance to answer Nigel's super chat. Big up Nigel, and big up Martin as well for the super chats, or Matthew Morgan for the super chats. Absolute legends. Absolute legends.
I think it comes in steps. Do I think that Enoch out in general is 100%? I think of Daniel Levy as being the representative of Enoch. When I see Enoch, I see Daniel Levy. First off, is he needs to resign. He needs to resign. Then the board needs to hire a new CEO to run Tottenham Hotspur from the financial side, and hire a new DOF to handle the football side. That's what needs to happen. That's plan one. Plan two is that after they start to see that the things start to get better because the cancer is gone, then maybe they'll go ahead after their profits rise up and they'll go ahead and try to sell the club off to somebody else in order to cash out. Because then now Daniel's not as emotionally invested in everything. If he's just a silent partner who owns 34% and he's not got his fingers in every single bit of it, it's less of a kick in the nuts to sell the club for him. Right? That's why Joe Lewis wanted to sell it this summer, but Daniel stopped him. Why? Because he's got his fingers in it. It's his baby. Right? Get him out of it.
Yeah, 100%. Just quickly, big up Alex Davies. How you keeping, my man? Hope you're doing well. I can't get you on today. But look, Alex, if you're around tomorrow evening, please, I would love to have you on. I promise I'll have Will on as well for you. You know what I mean? I'll bring on Brian and Bob again if you want, if they're available. But Alex, I would love to hear your thoughts on everything. So please, if you're around tomorrow, man, I'd love to have you on.
Harry Phillips. Throw Harry Phillips coming up there. Harry Phillips.
Yeah,
big up.
Yeah, bring that up. I nearly disturbed you, Will, when that came up. But honestly, mate, what fucking stupid argument. With all due respect.
And big up Val Taylor as well. Says Irish Hotspur, someone like you needs to be lead a protest. The others aren't up to it. No, look, I don't want to be leader of protests. I'd rather be in the protest, not leading it. We have plenty of leaders here: Bob, Brian, Will. We are Tottenham TV lads. But I'll just put suggestions and ideas out there. And but as well, lads, do you want to go back to answering? We'll get Theo Shilton in with a super chat. He says, "Get yourself a coffee, man." Big up, Theo. I really do appreciate it.
I want to talk to Harry Phillips out there, who says, "Why weren't you there, Will?"
Yeah. What? No. Why don't you go, Will?
Why don't I go?
I mean,
I don't have $3,000, mate.
Yeah. Not only that, he knows that by now. It's
to be honest with you,
I have a full-time job and I run my own company. He's just
trying to get the rise out.
Yeah, just trying to make an argument.
Why weren't you there, mate?
No.
Why weren't you there, mate?
Yeah, answer, Will. Why weren't you there? Let us know. But Will, to be honest with you, I would just ignore him. He's just trying to get a rise out. Yeah, anyone that you've been on my channel more than enough times. We are Tottenham TV, Bobspur. You've been on all the channels, Will. You have your own channel. I think he's just on the wind up. Everybody knows
what he's on the wind up, but I'm going to wind him up too.
What do they want you to do?
Why weren't you there, mate?
On armbands and paddle across. Do you know what I mean? Seriously. But we'll get Brian and Bob Spur's thoughts on Nigel Gates' super chat here. He says,
answers to the question. Sorry, mate. Go
on. He just what's your plan? Enoch out, great, but what's your plan? Who wants to take this first, Brian or Bob?
Up to you, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, the plan is to get change. I've said over and over again, Enoch out is just the easiest way of saying Enoch reform. When I say Enoch out, I want their ideas out. I want the way they work out. We need change. And if Enoch is still there and they're willing to change, then I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. In an ideal world, they'll fuck off. They ain't going to happen. With regards to what's the plan if they go out, I'll take my fucking chances after 20 years. Trust me, I'll take my chances after the 20 years that they've given us. So that's my plan. And after seeing today, I don't give a shit. I'm fucking Enoch in if I have to.
Yeah, 100%. And before we get Brian's AG, welcome to the stream. This guy was telling me that he doesn't want Enoch out. He just wants Levy out. AG, I would love to know what you think of today's protest, my man. So let me know. And I'm still waiting on you to email me so we can have a discussion. But Brian, what's your thoughts? Like Nigel was saying, what next, or where do we go? What's the idea?
So before I go on to that, I just want to. There's a comment in there about someone that couldn't make it today because they were moving with their dad and their dad suffers dementia. First of all, my grandma, bless her, before she passed away, suffered very badly with dementia. I know how I hate that disease. It's like you build your life creating memories just for your body to your mind to forget them. So I hope everything's okay with your father and with the move. So dementia is something very close to my heart. And I want to say, like Bob said as well, when we've been calling people out, we are not calling people out that had issues like that. that their parents are in hospital, or their parents
They
have
know
dementia,
that.
or
Yeah,
their
we've already said that.
So
Yeah.
where do we go from here? And what's my plan? I have quite a few plans with when it comes to eating out. Now, one of them is obviously I plan to start getting something arranged here in Toronto, because the Yig kid was going to one in Miami, and I'm sure the one in Miami, I don't know if you would have heard anything in the States. I don't know if it would have been big or anything, but they were planning stuff.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things we need to do is obviously we can't trust the fans to turn up to the stadium. So this is where worldwide fans can start coming into play. Go stand outside Nike's store. If you live in Oregon, which I believe is Nike's HQ, yes, Will?
I think so, yeah.
Go protest out the Nike HQ. I asked Cody if there's a Canada a Nike HQ in Toronto. The NFL has got to be the one where everyone comes out. I am coming to that one. I also plan, like what David was saying about walking down the Seven Sisters Road and marching, I plan for the 3 weeks that I come, I plan every morning to walk from Tottenham Hotspur training ground to the stadium every single morning with an edict out, leave you out, placard or whatever it needs to be, every single day, just to hope some people will join me or I'll get some attention or something to make whether I get the attention or not, or people gathering, I will make my presence known and I will have my voice. But now we've got to start. We can't trust the fans to turn up to the stadium to protest. So, the edict out people or the leave you out people worldwide can play a huge factor into it. A huge factor into it, which is cutting them off at every single sponsorship deal they have. Nike is number one. NFL is number two.
But do you know what with Nike though? I'm not sure whether he's tuning in or not, but it's just an example of the pull that Nike have that Spurs fans won't stop buying Nike stuff, is because it was actually over at the We Are Tottenham TV event. There was a lad there, he came with his cousin, and he bought the Nike Air Max training gear just because it was Air Max, and he loves the brand, to go with his runners, same colour runners and everything. I genuinely don't think we'll be able to get fans to stop buying Nike gear just on that basis alone. That's just one example.
I'll tell you something now. I'm obsessed with Puma trainers. Obsessed with Puma. And at one point, I had 17 pairs of Puma trainers. And then Arsenal signed a deal to be Puma. 17 pairs of Puma trainers went in the bin. In the bin. And then once Arsenal had signed back to Adidas or wherever they'd gone, on the very same day that they actually swapped to Puma, I was with my wife and my parents here in Toronto, and there was a Puma store where we were. I bought 6 pairs of Puma. That's how powerful. And that's just for them supporting Arsenal.
Yeah.
I would give you any way because they're back in Arsenal.
Yeah. Dave will understand what I'm saying. I nearly wore this tonight, Dave. Well, and that's how and Dave knows I've not worn a Spurs shirt for about 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. I nearly wore this tonight.
I'm the same. Anyone look at match watch-alongs and everything else, on my channel, I haven't worn a jersey in a while because I'm so disillusioned with the club right now. I've never felt like this. I'm lost. Sorry, Brian.
Why do you think that I will never ever you never ever see me with a Spurs top? Every single Spurs top I had that was Levy had been bought in Enix Rain, and this was after we drew with Burnley and we went into lockdown. I threw them all in the bin. In the bin. I won't buy anything. I might buy some of the replicas, or I might look into like the fake shirts so you can buy the cheap imitations, which I haven't at the moment. I will not spend a single penny. I've come back to London before and been offered tickets to the North London Derby when we were at Wembley. And I said, I know a few people that can get me complimentaries. I was like, can you get me are they complimentary? No, they're 50 quid a ticket. I'm not giving Levy a penny. I came back for the North London Derby to watch it with my mates. I could have gone. I was like, nope, I'm not giving that club a single goddamn penny.
Yeah. Look, we'll take AG's comment here. Before we do, I just want to say, I'm actually that disillusioned and that upset with the club right now. If I could start a GoFundMe and I could get my basics, my rent covered, I would literally chain myself to the club doors over there so they won't be able to open them for as long as it takes. I'm not messing to keep that club shop shut. club shop closed. I really would. But the AG says here, the issue is there is no clear plan. Expecting a new owner to come in and drop 2 billion, then put football people in charge and F off for 25 years is expecting a flying unicorn. It should be Levy, MGT out. What do you make of that, guys?
I agree. Levy management out. Leaving the management out. Yeah, that's step one. Step one. That should be the primary focus.
Yep.
Get them gone. Right. And like I said, then if the new CEO, new director of football come in, start making decisions, club starts doing well again, now it makes it easy for Joe Lewis and Lee Daniel Levy to sell.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Just to the people in the chat, lads, the chat is absolutely flying. It's running away from me.
Yeah.
Like there is 260 people watching it. It's absolutely running them up.
I did send a tweet out literally a minute before we came on. I don't know if you saw it, and I did say, look, any question? Yeah. I put the link to your YouTube page saying, look, any questions about the protest, just bring it on. So I don't know if that's.
Sound for that. I really do appreciate it. But guys, I'm sorry. I am trying to get everybody's up. I know everybody can't afford or to get in super chats or channel memberships or anything like that. But genuinely, if you do want us to stop and discuss your comment, do get it in a super chat. It guarantees that it will be read out and that we will discuss your thoughts and everything else.
Look, man.
I'm sorry the chat is playing. Sorry, go on, Will.
Just disenchanted, disheartened, demoralized. This shirt here, I have it. All the profits, all the proceeds go to charity, and I've sold one in 3 weeks.
You're joking.
One. Wayne Bonner.
I was going to buy one for you. Sorry, next Tuesday, buddy. Next Tuesday. I said
I'm not expecting you guys to do it, but I'm going to say, like, seriously, that's how much interest. I've sold more bald and bearded Tottenham boys stuff. Thank you for that, by the way. I'm not calling you out. I appreciate that. And I have Enoch out stuff. So I'm just trying to wrap my hand around. Maybe I'm fighting a losing battle.
We have underestimated.
Maybe I'm swimming upstream.
Do you think we've underestimated it? I think we as a channel, so. we as a family, I think within the studio.
I think so.
I think we've just underestimated how many.
I genuinely thought. I agree with you, Bob. I think we thought more people were with us.
I don't. I actually genuinely think we are, but it comes to the point. When. Let's try and put it another way. And I can't really want to bring this fucking prick up, but I'm going to talk Trump. So, when Trump came into power, there are so many people that didn't want to be associated with him because he's a fucking moron. They probably go, "Oh, I'm not Trump. I'm not Trump. I'm not Trump." But when they go to the voting booths all by themselves, they can tick that box and no one fucking ever knows.
Yeah.
And that's all that's going on here. There are multiple amounts of people that are talking the talk and saying that they are this and they are saying that they are that, but when push comes to shove, they hide. They hide.
They could be uneducated as well about the ins and outs of Enoch and what they've done in the past. I mean, we've got to remember there's some millennials out there who won't know any different.
Yeah.
So there could be a case of just pure lack of knowledge and understanding what Levy are doing. I don't know. What do you reckon, Will?
Yeah, no, and I mean, for Mark, who is asking what shipping is, they're printed and shipped right from the UK, so that it should be only a few pounds shipping. It's a store that does both in the US and the UK. But look, I'm just people in the comments are laughing about the shirt. Don't buy the damn shirt. It's not about buying the shirt. Like I said, I don't make any money off it. The money's going to a UK-based children's charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So if you don't want to support, right? Like that's the thing. You don't want to support Enoch out, and you don't even want to support a child's charity. I got $8.27 right now to donate to a UK charity. That's it. The point wasn't about my shirt or people not buying the shirt or buying the shirt. My point was of bringing that up is that there's no interest for it. Or if there is interest, it's very shallow. It's all talk in the chat.
Yeah.
And after today, that's evidence of that.
Yeah.
JRD's comment there you just had up.
Yeah, I
Um,
was about to address that.
try and get him to force him, Levy, to change. Seriously, I don't know if that's a question or someone trying to get a rise out of someone, because how long do you trust someone to change? How can someone turn around and say it's not about getting Levy out, it's about getting Levy to change? Who's going to change him?
Stop right there. Skip the next one, or you're gonna piss me off. Are you
What?
serious? Just ban that dude. Ban that
no,
fool for
Honestly.
real.
okay.
Who's making a change? Who's going to make
He's
a
already
change?
explained it. Will has already explained it. Again, he's just someone that is just, look, this is the thing, not everybody's going to understand what donating to charity, understand what the basics are. But look, sorry, what were you saying, Brian?
Yeah, I'm just saying that comment. How can people say get Levy to change? I don't. What do we need to do? Do we need to go another 20 years with just one stage, one trophy? Do we need to go and miss out on potential world-class players that have gone on to win things? Do we need to sack another 12 managers? What else do we need to do before someone turns around and says, you know what? It doesn't matter what this fucking buffoon does. He ain't going to change. He's going to get worse. And I'll tell you now the next loophole. This summer we will go and buy 3 great players. And then all of a sudden, everyone will go, hey, Levy's the same. Look, he's woken up. He's woken up. Well, enjoy it, because that'll be the last summer that we get any decent players. And in 2 years down the line, when they want to leave the club because we've won nothing, and you'll be like, oh, but we had these, let's sponsor these. Bollocks. It's all sleight of hand. It's ridiculous.
That's a question. Sorry,
Most-
lads.
Take
Anyone
off.
know if the Tottenham Hotspur supporters trust were there today?
They're at the Villa game.
The Villa, yeah. But it's all organised on the 19th. They got something arranged for the 19th. Today wasn't about Levy in a way. It was about Levy, but the concentration, the focus wasn't on Levy. It was all about us. It was down to us as fans. It was down to us to, yeah. I was there to say it was Spurs.
Yeah,
mate.
big up, Rob. Big yourself up, Robert.
Big
Davies.
time.
Big up. But at
Thank
least
you, Rob,
and I hate
for
to say-
showing
and
up for your rival.
exactly.
For the
And let's be
principle of
honest,
the matter.
Arsenal have showed us the way to do it.
Maybe we need to
say it.
start recruiting Arsenal and Chelsea fans to show up to
Oh,
our
that's going to kill
protest
me.
because
That's
we
going to kill
can't.
me saying that.
They
It's true,
showed
though.
us.
It's true. It's a killer.
It wasn't about anyone else. We didn't have any we didn't have any what rules or regulations to abide by. It was all down to us. We could have done anything today, anything with regards to putting our point across, and instead we got the fucking booze out and we started singing Daniel Levy dead, booze going everywhere, Musa Sissoko, Arsenal, Dele Alli allegedly kissing Pep Guardiola's daughter was top of the agenda.
Yeah, that's the latest trophy
It
we
was
won.
our chance. It was our chance to show what we're about and what our thoughts are and what we're passionate about and what we want to see to change. What changes we want to see, and we fucked it up.
Yeah.
We couldn't even do that. We couldn't even do that.
You know what they say in elections, Bob? You know what they say? Do you know what? When people say they didn't vote, or like for Brexit, oh, I didn't vote. They go, well, the one vote makes a difference.
Yeah.
Well, there's the same fucking principle here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Could have been 600, 300, 200, 22. It was our time. Today was our time. Our time that has been organised for 2-3 weeks. Like we'll keep saying, 3 weeks has been. It was our time today. Our time to turn up, show up.
Mm. No, I agree. But look, before we move on to doing a bit of a preview for tomorrow's game, lads, is there anything? I'll give you each a closing word on this part of the show. We'll start with Will and work our way around. What do you want to say to the fans?
Look, be as pissed off as I am, and let that passion, that being pissed off, get you out there to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. right? When this ESL first thing started, it was all the UK fans that told me the UK was different. The fan base was different. That your guys' protest, your passion could make a difference. Show me. I'm from Missouri. Show me. Right? Please show me that I was wrong. Don't prove me right. Please. Right? I want you to be there. I want you to protest. I want to give you my voice. Be there. Go there.
Yeah.
Show me what you guys were talking about. All of you watching, remember the heat that I got after that episode, just simply describing how the franchise system worked in the US.
Yep.
Yep.
And I was told that I was wrong, right? That the fan base can make a difference. And I saw it. I saw it in Chelsea fans. I've seen it in Man United fans, and I've seen it in Arsenal fans. But I'm a Spurs fan. I want to see it from the Spurs fan base.
Yeah.
You could think that I'm trying to guilt you into being there or doing whatever. Hey, whatever gets you there. I'm not. I'm begging you. I'm pleading with you. Please. Please. Do this for your own. This guy tried to steal your club from you. Your history, your tradition, from you. He'll continue to try to do those things. Please. Go there tomorrow if you can. Get there tomorrow if you can. Take a day off work. Call in sick. Do what you have to do. It's one day. It's a few hours. Go down there and show them that you're not going to let them do it. That's my closing.
100%. 100%. Mr. Daigle.
Joe, I just don't even know how to close anymore. It's got to that point. It's like I have made my feelings on this matter known for weeks. Weeks before the ESL. Weeks before COVID. Years before all of this started. And I thought I thought today was like the day where it all rolls into one, and it's like my Christmas, birthday, Hanukkah, Rosh Hashanah, your anniversary, Father's Day, Mother's Day, just everything all rolled into one. And it ended up being like, how pathetic. How pathetic. Listen, if people, like I said, are happy with one trophy every 20 years, another 12 managers in the next 20 years, missing out on the likes of Fernandes, Dybala, Griezmann, Skriniar, Diaz, and the list could go on and on and on, then fine. If you want another 20 years of being lied to, then fine. Just say, I'm Edic in.
Yep.
Just enough of the people saying you're Edic out and you can't wait to get these people out of the club, and then backtrack when you finally have the chance. I know I'm coming for 3 weeks in October now, and for 3 weeks I will be at that ground protesting. Like I said, for every morning I'll be walking from the training grounds to the stadium with a placard. Feel free to join me if you want, or don't. I don't care. I'd love you to join me. If you can't, obviously I understand, but I will be doing that every single day. My wife loves the NFL. I love the NFL. And when we were living in London, I was like, and this is obviously before all this came out, I was like, I'd love to go watch an NFL game at the new stadium. And I looked at, and it was so funny. I looked at the games that are coming up, and my wife supports a very shit NFL team. It's the New York Jets. And obviously, being in Toronto, New York's quite close, but when we're in England, London, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is a lot closer to us than New York. I would have taken my wife to that game. It's her dream to watch the New York Jets. She knows I won't be getting tickets for that game.
Yeah.
Because it's in the Tottenham Stadium and money will go to Tottenham. Plus, I'll be protesting. So I just don't even know where to go anymore. I will keep fighting. I don't care how hard I have to shout, how much I have to scream, what I've got to do. I will keep protesting. And I just hope everyone else does the same, especially the great people that turned up today. And hopefully, we could all be wrong. We could see 10,000 people tomorrow. We could see 5,000, 1,000. I highly, highly doubt it. Highly, highly doubt it. But fingers crossed.
I don't want to doubt it. I want to have faith that they'll be there.
Mate, I've got no faith. My faith is gone.
Just quickly, lads. I want to wish Jordan Stevens a happy 21st birthday. I know it was his birthday yesterday, so happy. Hope you had a good
birthday,
birthday, my man.
Well done, mate.
Big up Jordan. He does be on the fan shows and all. He's a real favourite of the channel, so big yourself up.
Yeah,
And big up to Nisha out there as well. She says she's a huge fan of the Irish Hotspur. So big yourself up. I'm a huge fan of anyone that's a huge fan of me, so thank you. I really do appreciate it. But Bob, what's your closing statement on the issue, man?
Yeah, I mean, unlike Will, I'm not pissed off. I'm just hurt by today, disappointed, drained. I feel all floppy, lethargic, just combination of things. I mean, it's a protest. It's a protest that stopped the ESL. It's a protest that took Cody and Will by surprise when the ESL was dropped. They were taken back by the power of a protest when the ESL, when we stopped the ESL. And you compare them protests to today protests. Fucking hell, it was like kindergarten today. It was like a nursery.
Yeah.
Nursery full of young pissheads talking about people dying. It was honestly, I wish I could turn back time and not go today. And I'd prefer, right now I'd prefer sitting with a heart and a disappointment of not being able to go, but not knowing what's going on, then actually going and seeing what the shit went on today. So no, but like they've said, everyone knows I'm going to go tomorrow. Of course I am, and I'll go on the 19th, and I'll go in between if I have to, because I'm fucking glutton for punishment.
So, Dave, just a quick thing on there. There's a comment before that where it was saying for 3 weeks, no way you'll be able to keep it up. And I think that's aimed at me and me saying I'll be walking from the training ground to the stadium every single day. I will put money on that I will be going every single day. I live in Enfield, so I'm right next to the training ground. So walking to the training ground to the stadium, or I'm about a 15-minute drive, if that. I can get to the training ground. I don't care if it's pissing down with rain. I live in Canada where I get minus 40 degrees winters. I don't give a fuck. I have 3 weeks to do something when I come. And when I say when it comes to this club and that man and my hatred for him and the lengths I will go to have myself heard, you bet your ass I'll do it for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. No, look, what I'd say, lad, is look, we just ignore some of them people. You know what I mean? Just ignore some of them, because honestly, the bigger you get, the more of it you're going to get. So look, my advice is we just start ignoring them. You know what I mean? Unless they have any footballing opinions, we just ignore them. That's what I say. But look, lads, we're doing insane numbers. We're fluctuating between 260, 280. Make sure you have smashed the like on the stream and subscribe on the channel. I'm going to have my ending piece on it now, and then we'll move on to a bit of a match preview. Make sure you do get your super chats in if you have any thoughts. AG, I know you have thoughts on that. So anyone else out there, make sure you do get in your super chats. Let us know whether you agree, whether you disagree, what way we should protest next time. If you have any ideas, get them in. All ideas are accepted. Also, about tomorrow's game, get your feelings in on that as well. But look, we will get into it quickly. We are at home. It's a 2:05 p.m. kickoff. You can watch it on Sky Sports, but I beg you, please, the Harris Army, get over onto pre-match bump up at 12:20. Starts at 12:20 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. I know it's midday Sunday, and some people might be out for dinner or whatever. But if you can, I'd love if you could come on and join me, whether it's coming on camera like Bob, Brian, and Will always do for me, or whether it's in the comments. Make sure you get over there, hashtag Harris Army, and let them know you're out in force.
Guys, I got to be up at 6 o'clock, obviously, because I need to be there for 10. So if you guys don't,
are you going tomorrow now?
Yeah, you know I was gonna. You know, Brian, I'm gonna go, mate. You know I'm gonna go.
Mate, honestly, you are a top dude.
I have to.
I love you
regret
to
it not
pieces.
going.
Big up,
Of course I'm gonna. So thank you for having me on, and of course I'll represent you and I'll send videos and shit tomorrow as well. But I'm just gonna get my head down. I'll carry on listening to you, but I'm ready for bed. So yeah, regardless, come on you Spurs.
Big up, Bob. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it, lad. And look, make sure you're loud and proud for every single one of us tomorrow, my man.
Always.
You go and get some rest. It's well deserved.
Catch you later. Nice one, Will.
Big
Cheers, mate.
yourself up.
Take it easy, man.
Cheers.
Big up, Bob. What an absolute trooper, lads. Bob getting down there again tomorrow shows the commitment and the passion the guy has for the club. Martin Atkinson is the man in charge tomorrow in the middle. But look, in Ryan Mason's press conference as well. Look, I know people are going to say, well, you're not going to expect him to speak out about the owners. I'm not. But what I took from it is when he said that ENIC have done a good job. For me, what I took from it is that loser mentality stems from top to bottom. That, you know, all these people around the club think they're doing such a fantastic job. We get one League Cup in 20 years. Will, does that just show to you the loser mentality in and around this club, and that it has to change?
Yeah, it has to change, but I don't know where that change is going to come from. I don't know anymore. Where's the change going to come from? We've got Daniel Levy. We got a fan base that won't show up. Where's the change coming from? Because I want to know from the ENIC game people, where's the change coming from? Who's going to change it? Where's it coming from? Somebody please tell me, because I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. Look, yes, I think it just needs to be a clear out of the way we bring in players. You need, first of all, I do think we need to get in a sports psychologist. And there's a lot of things we do need to change, a hell of a lot. We do have a super chat from AG. He says, all of your passion is infectious, so don't let it get you down. But the fan base is confused and divided. Through no fault of yours, keep fighting. Yeah, no, look, 100% AG, we are going to keep fighting. Don't worry about that. Look, you know, like I said, there's more I could have done this morning. Could have got out of bed earlier. Could have got a stream up and running. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I could have put more awareness out there. But don't worry, I'm gonna do a lot more now going forward in the future. Like I said, AG, I'm gonna double down on it now. I'm gonna talk about it more. All my posts on social media, ENIC out. Everything on YouTube, ENIC out. You know, and I'm also going to do a dedicated stream where we get loads of people on, and I'm going to give everyone a fair amount of time to explain why they want ENIC out. So then hopefully it might wake up a bit more people, and everyone can understand people's reasonings. And we also have a super chat here from Jordan Stevens. Big up the AG. He says, on the protest, our fan base is all bark and no bite. Everyone hyping up protest. Just sit there and don't do anything because they think others will. 100%. 100%, Jordan. I fully agree with you. Look, for me, I'm at the point now, I actually don't want to hear any other Spurs fans crying that we don't win anything. I really don't, because there's a reason why we don't win anything. Because our mentality is weak. It's weak like losers. And I hate saying this about the club. I hate saying this about the fan base. Everyone knows I love this club. I live for it. I love the fan base. You know, I respect everyone's opinions. Of course I do. But honestly, it's hurting now. This is hurting. You know, this has been 20 years of mediocrity. 2 years of pure and utter shit on the pitch. You know what I mean? We're in a club now with no direction. We can't recruit players. We always pay over the price for players, and they come in and they're nowhere near what at the level of price that we pay for them. You know, we can't sell players. This club is a joke, and it's hurting from top to bottom. It's killing me. I live for football, man. I live for this club. You know, we all do. You know, we live for winning. We live for being happy on a Saturday or Sunday when our teams win. We live for our team walking over the white line, you know, to play 90 minutes of football. And this is the shit we're put up with. Please, fans, we need to do more. We all need to unite now. We all need to do more. We need to educate people. We need to tell people why we're upset and pissed off. We need to do more, because honestly, this club it's killing us. I've never seen this fan base so deflated. I've never seen it lacking. Like, I've never seen it so downbeat. Like, you know, of course there's still passion in all of us, but it's been a long season. We've been arguing from pillar to post. You know, we've been arguing over players, over manager and everything else. It's just been a long season, and it's getting everybody down, but we need change, and this is the time to do it. I've never seen a movement like this behind ENIC. We need to get behind it now. We need to push it out there. We need to mobilise the numbers. Jordan's right. We're all bark and no bite. Let's start biting. Let's start being the Bulldog Terriers. Let's start biting. Let's start making our voices heard. I beg you, please get that game cancelled tomorrow. I beg you, please. I'm sorry, then we have one more super chat here from Nigel Gates. Big up Jordan Stevens, by the way. Nigel Gates. It's a shame supporters clubs can't raise funds to buy a share in the club, get fans more invested in every way. Look, Nigel, you know, if there's some people that maybe that can get together with myself and maybe a few other YouTubers, if we can start a GoFundMe and see what happens from that, where at least, we might be able to raise enough. There's so many fans worldwide. If everyone puts in €5, that'll be enough to buy a decent stake in the club. You know what I mean? And then we can get fan power that way, in a way. There is ways of doing it, but you obviously need the right people involved and everything else. So if there's people out there that can help in anything like that, do let us know. We need all the ideas we can get. And then Jordan Stevens with another super chat. Big up, Jordan. Thank you, Nigel, so much, man. Big up, Jordan. He says, Levy probably sitting there and pissing himself laughing at today's show. He ain't scared of us. Yeah, 100%, Jordan. I agree with you, man. He probably is sitting there laughing. He's sitting there laughing with his steak, his chips, his pepper sauce on it, with his nice craft wine. Do you know what I mean? He's absolutely loving life right now. Do you think he took one? No, today. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. Jordan, we need to do what you said. We need to just shit on his Bentley. I'm sick of this guy. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, and I never really condone anybody going to houses and all, but you look at United's protests over the years, and to be honest with you, I admire them. They take no shit. They're not afraid to go to the lengths they have to go to be able to get change and make change in their club. So in a way, I respect that. I do respect it. But sorry, lads. Any of you want to say anything there on anything that was said over the last few minutes for any of the super chats?
I can't remember what we're talking about.
No, I mean just Daniel Levy. I mean, look, I just he needs to go. Sorry, and if you disagree with me, that's fine. But I just need to know why.
No, the only thing I'm sorry, Dave. Well, you hadn't finished, sorry, brother.
No, I mean that's it for me.
Okay. So I was going to say, with the GoFundMe page, it's not even so much as to buy shares in the club. GoFundMe page, if us YouTubers like us three, people like on the other channels that we talk to, did raise a GoFundMe, I'm sure with money of the people that can't go to these protests, we can then at least provide things to the people that can. Get megaphones, get bigger smoke grenades, get people over there, get bigger banners to take into the stadium. So it's not just about buying a stake in the club. If we want change, and there's only so many people that are willing to show their colours, well, help support those people and trust them that they will be heard. So that's another thing to look at.
Yeah, 100%. And just a couple of people there, they're not happy with me asking them to call off the game.
No, there's a lot of people calling us. We're all paper fans, David.
No, but the thing is, right? I get it, right? Yeah, the players, in a way, to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. Some people are saying the players don't have part of this. They do. Because if they were performing on the pitch and we were, we had won the League Cup or we were in top four and we were comfortable in the league, I honestly don't think this movement would be happening right now. People would be speaking about. They have played their part. They've been absolutely shit on the pitch for the last 2 years. And I'm not I'm asking for the game to be called off so that this protest is actually taken note of. It's bringing more clout to the situation. That's why. To be honest, I think the majority will be agreeing with you. You really want to watch that shit tomorrow? Do you really want to?
Look,
I don't know if I'm going to be there. Tomorrow's my wife's birthday, and I probably
the thing is as well,
or won't be on streams anyway tomorrow.
The thing is as well is you look at it. Let's say we lose or don't win tomorrow. Arsenal could go above us, and then the people again, it will come back. Oh, but you could have your say, and then these people will be like, oh yeah, look, now Arsenal are above us. Oh no, now. Oh, this is it. Oh my God. Well, where were you? Where are you? It's done. And David, I'm with you. I don't want the game cancelled because of the shit that's on show. I want it so it looks like the media grabs some attention because something is actually happening outside the club. Not the violence, not the whatever, but the protest has finally been heard.
Yeah.
And what will it do? It will hit Daniel Levy in the pocket. There will be a fine. There will be this. There will be that. That's where you get him.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. And this is something we've all been saying. It's the pocket where we hit this fucker. You know what I mean? It really is. And getting the game called off will hurt him. TV revenue. He'll still have to pay for all the security and everything else with nothing coming in for the game itself. So, there is a lot we can actually do to hurt him in the pocket with these games. But lads, look, One thing as well, Harry Kane hasn't scored since Ryan Mason come in. Why do you think that is? We'll start with Will and then we'll ask Brian as well.
To me, it just looks like he's not 100% fit. He just seems slow. You know, he always takes 2 or 3 matches to get back into it. So we're only talking from the final, right? The cup final, the league final, or however you want to say it. That's only two or 3 matches. So I mean, hopefully this week he's got, you know, he's back on his form. But I'm done having faith right now that's without evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, is this a religion? Am I just supposed to blindly believe that we're going to win 4-0 every week when there's no evidence that that's going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I would
I'm
agree.
sorry that I'm so debunked. I mean, it's the trash in the comments. It's the trash out there on Twitter that are just absolutely infuriating me. I used to have pride in this club. I used to have pride in the fan base. And I'm shocked daily.
Yeah. Yeah.
This means a lot to me, but hey.
Yeah, I know it does. I know it does. I know it does. We'll be look. A lot of us, we all know how much you love this club. Don't get that mistaken whatsoever, my man. And just keep doing what you're doing, lad. Look, you know
they're
when
not going to stop me. It won't stop me. I'll be doing my stream tonight. I'll be doing my stream tomorrow night.
Yeah.
The problem is you're going to have to end up being hearing a lot more of me, and I'm going to not be so nice about it. Right?
Look, that's probably what the fans want, to be honest.
You trolls want to come. You trolls want to come over into my channel, then we can have some fun. Come over to my stream tonight, 10 p.m. 4 hours. THFC rants. You want to have some fun? Come over to my channel. Then we'll have some fun. You want to get a rise out of me? Come to my channel, and you'll get a rise out of me. You may not like it though.
Well, there you are, trolls. Anyone wants to head over to Will's channel tonight, you know, make sure you do. Make sure you tune in and say what you always say to him and see what reaction you get. Emily Dunn says here, over 250 people watching. Get those super chats in, folks. 100%. Get them in, guys. Brian, why do you think Harry Kane hasn't scored under Mason since he's arrived?
Because Harry Kane has needed a backup for when he gets injuries or suspended, and he hasn't really got suspended, so injuries since he's broke into this team. But we don't do it. And even when we do have a striker who we signed on loan, we don't play him.
Because he's Harry shit, Kane, let's be fair.
He's not shit. He's not shit.
He scored against people laying blocks during the day and playing football at night. Let's be fair about it. He's played against nobody.
The goal remains in the same place. The guy can find the goal. When there was the record that he's scored 9 goals from 12 shots on target all season. Doesn't matter who you're playing against.
It does.
But mate,
he scored a hat-trick against Marine. I'm 4 stone overweight. I would have put 6 by them. Vinicius is shit. He should never have been here in the first place.
I will. Okay, so we'll agree to disagree on that. But the point is, we had a striker for him to come in so he doesn't pick up injuries. Harry Kane picks up an injury every single goddamn year, and it's always his bloody ankle. All right, last year it was his hamstring, but majority, it's his ankle. So, he gets injured in the Everton game a week before the Carabao Cup final. Oh, let's play him because he's Harry Kane. Shit performance. Should have come off the bench. And then, all right, we're playing 1 game a week, but you keep playing him. Harry Kane, all I will say, mate, is everyone take a real good look at this. Because I'm saying we've got 3 games left, and we've got 3 games left with Harry Kane. Because he is out the door this summer. Out the door. Yeah. So this question isn't even, you know what I mean? It's a great question. The question is, he's not match fit. You don't come back from an injury that quick. It doesn't matter how minor. He's shattered because he never gets rested.
Yeah.
And done.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Kevin Murray reckons that Harry Kane is human, he suppose, and the Euros as well. Yeah, that's a fair point also. And what's the story says? I wonder what formation Levy will play tomorrow. 100%.
100%. I love that comment.
No,
That's
100%.
brilliant.
Right though. You see by some of the team selections, Harry Winks against City, Dele Alli playing, Dyer playing, even though he's making mistakes and he can't keep his big fat mouth shut out of the press. You know what I mean? And, it's clearly a shop window team that we're playing. And they're willing to sacrifice Europe at the hands of it. They've already sacrificed top 4, a League Cup final for it. What else are they willing to do? It's an absolute fucking clusterfuck right now. It really is. It really is. Lads, Mason also talked up young Joy Roden tomorrow. He talked him up in the press conference. Do you expect to see Roden in ahead of Dyer tomorrow? Because I know I do. Even though Dyer has come out and promised us that he's assured us fans, that they're coming out for the next 3 games and they're going to give it their all. They promised us. You know what I mean? Absolute horseshit. Why not do it 35 games ago or whatever it is? You know what I mean? Absolute horseshit. But what do you make on that, Will? Do you expect to see Roden tomorrow? And what do you make on Dyer's comments?
This is, to be honest with you, since Ryan Mason came in, I really hate doing these pre-match, previews because I have no idea. I can use my footballing brain to say who I think should play tomorrow in the positions that they should play tomorrow based on how Wolves have set up the season and based on their weaknesses, who they have available, who they don't have available. I can make that analysis. But the problem is tomorrow the lineup's going to come out and it's going to be Sanchez and Dyer in the back 2 with Harry Winks and Sissoko starting in the midfield.
Yeah.
Roden should be playing. Should be. Tanganga should be playing.
A lot of people are saying he's not in the squad.
These comments are what fucking pisses me off with the club. Not the comments. He big fucking Rodon up. Oh, he's going to be playing. He's not even in the squad with these. I don't trust a single word that comes out of the club's mouth. The only person I trust is the guy that reads the fucking team sheet out when the Spurs fans run out. Because he's got a fucking script there and he reads in goal number 1. Nothing that this club say do I believe a fucking word of. And if Mason is now not in the squad, after him bigging it up, then Levy's pulling triggers. I don't want to see Dele Alli in a Spurs shirt. Anyone who got their cocks out or started fucking wanking over fucking his 45-minute performance against Leeds. He made 1 through ball. Well done. He made 3 good passes, 1 assist. Where was he for the rest of the game?
Yeah. No,
I'm done with this football club. I'm done.
I agree. Next question. Look, for me, I actually do think we have to play Lucas Moura on the right-hand side tomorrow. I do think we have to drop Bale, and let me tell you why. It's because when Bale played, he played against Leeds. We got exposed down the flanks, especially down his side because Bale wasn't getting back, helping him out. Leeds overlap, doubled up on Aurier, winger and fullback overlapping, and completely ripped us to shreds down that side. With Wolves, they're going to have Adama Traore down that side, and we can definitely not allow him to get a run at Aurier, especially with the fullback overlapping. So for me, we have to play Lucas Moura because he will work a bit hard tracking back. Will, what do you make on that?
As far as tracking him back, look, I don't think that Wolves right now are near as dangerous as they used to be. I don't think that the players that are playing up front are doing whatever. If Bale is, I don't see anything like Traore is having a hard time this season. He hasn't been putting up near the numbers as he did last season. I think Bale could play. I can't. That's the thing. At least under Jose Mourinho, I knew who would play. Right? Whether people liked him or not, I knew who would play. Right? There might have been 1 or 2 people that were a question. Right? But I knew that I wasn't going to see Winks in starting lineup. I knew that I wasn't going to see Sissoko. I knew that I wasn't going to see a center back who's been out of form the last 2 games or who causes right. There's no way under Jose Mourinho, Eric Dyer gets in the starting lineup after last weekend. I just don't know anymore. There's no rhyme or reason. There is no tactical workout of the substitutions that Ryan Mason is and the players that Ryan Mason's putting in the lineup. There is no rhyme or reason to it.
I tell you,
I agree. It's Daniel Levy who's picking the team, so I couldn't tell you.
well, the only tactics I've seen genuinely, and I know a lot of people have been on Højbjerg's back lately, but from what I've seen is, right, we're playing that attacking now. Ryan Mason wants to adore himself with the fans that much. We're playing that attacking, that we're just leaving the two centre-backs and Højbjerg back there defending. Everyone else is pushing on forward, and that's why we're being caught out the way we are. You know, like, and that's why Højbjerg's being exposed the way he is, because there's no protection there. He's letting Aurier bomb forward, Reguilon bomb forward, you know, Lo Celso bomb forward. Everyone's bombing forward, and we're just left with three boys there. And when we're on the counter, you know, when you have Dyer, Alderweireld, and Højbjerg, they're not the quickest. Pace kills them every single time. And that's what Leeds done to us. They completely exposed us. Get the ball in behind the fullbacks when they bomb on, down the sides, and in behind. And that's exactly how Leeds got most of all their goals. The exact same play every single time. Where Mason doesn't have tactics. He doesn't have any tactics. Jordan Stevens here with the super chat. He says, since Mason has come in and Delhi trained his way into the squad, I don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth. He's so far up Levy's arse. Yeah, 100%. He's just another brown noser. He's what Gareth Southgate would be if Gareth Southgate came in to replace him. And another pure brown noser. You know what I mean? I couldn't agree more with you, Jordo. Big yourself up, lad. Absolute legend. Thank you for the super chat. Everyone else, follow suit. Get your super chats in like Jordan. The chat is flying. And like I said, I am struggling to keep up, lads. So get your super chats in and we will discuss your points. It guarantees that your point will be discussed. Brian, same question to you, man. Do you think Lucas should be playing on the right instead of Bale tomorrow?
So first of all, I just want to make sure, I think it was Paul or Peter in the comments who thought I was screaming at him about Rodon. It wasn't you. It wasn't you that I was screaming about. I'm saying that you guys have mentioned that all of a sudden he's not in the squad. I'm pissed off at Tottenham lying to us, not you saying he's not in the squad. So if you took that as I was having a go at you, you could be more wrong, mate. I was having a go at the club. No, I didn't. So, no, not you. I mean, the guy that commented. Then I apologise. I wasn't having a go at you and the people saying Rodon's out the squad. It's the very fact that he's out the squad and Mason has lied again. Do I want to see Lucas at right back? Right wing. Mate, I don't care. Like I've been saying for ages, I don't care what goes on the pitch anymore. All I care is what goes on off it. What I do want to see, I want to see Dane Scarlett. I want to see Alfie Devine. I want to see Sirkin, Lavinia. I want the youth out. Because it doesn't matter what we do, our squad can't be trusted. They crumble. Traore is going to have a field day no matter what. And isn't it amazing how it's got to the point that Lucas has been our best number 10 all season? We have Bale, we have Lamella, which people don't like. I mean, Will's obviously not like I am with Levy. He is with Lamella. He's the one that's even got me. He's transformed me in with the Lamella talk. But we have so many right wingers that can play there. But we want to move our most creative player in the number 10 role out to a number right wing to try and compensate the opponent's biggest strength. Why are we taking our biggest strength out of the game, who has been our most brilliant person for pressing, breaking the ball up, starting counter-attacks? Why are we having to sacrifice him for someone else's weak strength? I mean, Jose Mourinho, I remember the game against Wolves when my second favourite player of all, Spurs player of all time, Jan Vertonghen, scored that last-minute header when he started getting every single player over to Traore just to hack him down and get a yellow card. Yeah. Strategical fouling. Yeah. That's what he did. But like I said, Ryan Mason, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what he's going to do. I haven't got a clue what Levy's going to tell him to do. But why should we sacrifice our game just to make sure that their game benefits? Yeah. Tell you what, for once, start Matt Doherty and let Matt Doherty just fucking smash him down all the time. He's played with him enough.
That's going too far, lad. We definitely don't want to see.
I want to see all those fans in the comments that disagree with us to say I don't know anything. I want to see them see their players play. I want to see Ben Davies start a left back. I want to see Harry Winks play. Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko play in the midfield. I want to see Dele Ali in the number 10. I want to see Steven Bergwijn out on the left. Right. I want to see Eric Lamela on the right. Harry Kane up top. Right. Sanchez and Dyer as the center backs. And Doherty at right back. Throw them all in there.
And Joe Hart
Let them see the game that they want to see. Let them see the players that they think, because their footballing minds are so great. Let them watch the game they want to watch. Let them watch it. I've been watching it for the last 3 weeks. Apparently, they're missing. They're missing it.
Yeah.
Let them watch it. Watch it.
Big up Rob Coyne for the donation, man. If you want something read out, just put your comment in, man. Everyone else, we will be going for about another 10 minutes. You want to get your super chats in with your questions, opinions, even if you just want to generally support the channel, don't be afraid to hit that button in the chat and get your super chats in, or grab a channel membership for a fan show. I'm actually thinking about doing one Monday night because I missed this week's one, so I'm going to put one out Monday evening. Just quickly, lads, we'll start with Will again. Will, do you think Wolves are missing Jimenez's goals?
Oh, I mean, yeah, 100%. They're 100% missing Jimenez goals. You know,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm missing though? The Ben Davies testimonial.
Don't worry. I'll get Alex on for you, man. Don't worry about that. Stefan Blois says thoughts on Sabitzer rumors. He'd be great for us. Yeah, 100%. I think he'd be absolutely brilliant for us. He's a very, very good ball player. He's very technical. He's very good on the ball. He can smash one in from long range as well. You know what I mean? And he can play a number of positions. He can play centre attacking midfield, right midfield. They do say he can play centre midfield. But if you were to play in centre midfield, you do need someone like Højbjerg beside him because his tackling stats aren't the best. He doesn't really get stuck in. But I really do like the guy. So big up, Stefan. Really do appreciate the super chat, my man. What a legend.
Yeah.
Brian, same thing to you. Do you how big is a blow as Jimenez out for Wolves? You know, it really has hampered their campaign, hasn't it?
It has done indeed. I mean, I'm just going to give a quick response to that super chat. One of the things to bits I think fantastic player. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm all going to give you the premiere of how it's going to go. The exclusive. We've identified a player in a position we want. We know what his best things are. So we know that's the type of player we want. We will now go get a player at a fraction of the price. But we'll put stupid bids in for some bits. So let's say it's 30 million. We'll start with 15 million and a packet of Quavers. We may go up to a packet of Haribo as well. We won't get him. Perfect example where we could have had Schneidlin or Wanyama that Poch wanted. We got fucking Stambouli.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you now, it's very good, says Sabitzer. It's lovely. Not going to happen. Smoke and mirrors. Now back to the Wolves question. Yeah, they're missing Jimenez's goal. I mean, Jimenez, you've got to see, since Wolves have come out, that he has been outstanding.
Yeah,
he has been outstanding, and it's not. Do you know what? It's not just Jimenez's goals they're missing. You got to remember they lost a lot with Jota. They lost a hell of a lot with Jota going to Liverpool. I mean, he has done phenomenally well. And out of the two, I actually thought Jimenez was the better player because obviously he was getting more goals. But you see him in Liverpool, and he is absolutely thriving. So you take those two out, they have been screwed. I know they bought a real young kid up front, but he's young.
Yeah, Fabio Silva. He's actually been playing well of late.
So, but that's the thing. They bought him so young, thinking they could nurse him in, or not nurse him, but bring him in slowly and whatever. But then they lost Jota, and then they lost Jimenez. It's like, right, you're the number one guy. And everyone knows, I think, what is he, 18, 19 or something?
Yeah, he's
only
like,
18, right, you're leaving Portugal, you go straight to England during a pandemic, your family can't come up. So it's a huge thing for him to step into those kind of shoes. So they are missing. Wolves have been very unlucky. I mean, if they had Jimenez, I don't think they'd be in half the problems they were in right now. If they had Jimenez and Jota, they'd probably be above us.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And just C Wilson 123. You can also add fight to that if they beat United in the Europa League, and the guy's only on loan as well. And what's the story? He says Levy won't buy Sabitzer. He would buy sanitizer, cheaper option.
He's on fire, this person.
Yeah, 100%. That's the outline. That's my outline. He hates Levy just as much as you, lad. He hates Levy just as much as you, man. And believe me, I'd love to let you speak to him one day about it, man. It'd be a great conversation. And Rob Coyne says, David, Will and Brian, I love our club. I hate to see us lose. Look, we all do, Brian. We all hate to see us lose. Don't get me wrong. I never want Tottenham to lose. Everybody knows that.
That's why I want those players not to play. That's why I want Levy out. Because I hate watching us lose.
Yeah,
I hate it.
And this is the thing. That's like, this is what the protests are over. They haven't provided the players or the footballing infrastructure for us to succeed on the pitch. It's not about the money that they're spending. You know what I mean? It's about the players that they're getting in, the recruitment and the footballing infrastructure to help us succeed on the pitch. That's what we're protesting about. That's why we want change. But look, I will leave it there. I'll get a score prediction off you. I'll let you plug your channel. We have over 200 and still 227 people watching, over 200 the whole stream. You're absolutely brilliant. Make sure you have smashed a like on the stream and subscribe on the channel. And while you get a score prediction and that off the boys, and also let them plug their channels. Don't be afraid to get in super chats and show your appreciation for the show. And of course, if there's any questions in there, we'll also take them as well. Will, score prediction, and then let everyone know where they can find you, my man.
My score prediction for tomorrow is a 2-2. I don't want to hype myself up. It's the first time I've ever given anything other than a winning score prediction. I think 2-2 is fair. But I just hope we don't lose. I could never give a losing score prediction. Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah. I'm the same. I couldn't either. Bob says he's got to plug his channel. Dave, look, don't worry, I'll do it for you unless you want to come back on quickly and plug it yourself, Bob. But Will, where can everyone find you, my man?
They can find me over here at THFC Rants. We go live 5 times a week, so it's Tuesday at 1:30 p.m., 6:30 p.m. UK time, GMT time with the Bald and Beard Tottenham Boys show. Wednesday mornings with Morning THFC with Cody Mack at 11 GMT time, UK time, and 6 a.m. US time. Then we have the 12:30 Will Stewart Q&A show at 12:30 and 5:30 respectively, and then our pre and post match rant shows. And come over, check us out. The pre and post match rant shows are our biggest ones. That one's open to anybody. So if you don't like me and you want to come on the stream and curse me out, you're welcome to do so.
There you have it. And look, I've been on Will's channel as well. The late night rants, absolutely brilliant. And look, I do urge everybody to get over, show Will Stewart and THFC Rants your support. The link is in the description box below this video. Just hop on it and make sure you get over there and subscribe. He's a yid. He loves the club just as much as us. If you're subscribed to me, you should be subscribed to Will. And just quickly, Sue, your man Tinneman's on about. Funny enough, Sue, we were actually looking at him since he was 16 and playing for Anderlecht in the Champions League. And we were monitoring. We went to Monaco, again, monitoring. Then he ends up at Leicester. Now we've the hope of signing him. So there's our board for you, Sue. But he was a player that should be at Tottenham. We were looking at him when he was 16. Brian, look, score prediction, man. And where can we find you?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say Sue Smith, who's always on this show and always follows everything. She's just absolutely phenomenal. Yep. Phenomenal. And she's
great
right.
Fan,
exactly. She really is. I see her all over the place. I see her on Tottenham away as well. She's just incredible. And a big up to her. And yeah, Tinneman's was. And another great one that I've started seeing all about, Abby. Just made a comment about Reguilon being on 5 yellow cards. Unfortunately, Abby, after March or something, you have to go up to 10 or something to get suspended. So he will be playing. It's not 5 yellow cards for a suspension. So unfortunately, Reguilon will be playing, who, let's not forget, has been absolutely goddamn pathetic. I said it on the lot. Do you remember I said it last time when we were on here when I was saying big up Dyer, which I was proved completely wrong. I've swallowed the bullshit and got. But do you remember I was saying about Reguilon being pathetic, and people go, no, Reguilon's great. Well, it's another game where he's disappointed. I'm going with Will for the prediction. I'm going 1-1 though. I just can't. I will never back my team to lose. Sorry, guys, but I just can't see I just can't see a win right now. I just cannot see a win right now. So I will be going for a 1-1 draw. Where they can find us is Tottenham away. Tottenham Away, we do 3 weekly shows at the moment. We have our main one, which is our Monday podcast, which is done at 3 p.m. Eastern, and that's 8 p.m. back home. And this week's guest coming up is Anthony DaCosta from Blue. So we have got him.
I've had him on. He's a brilliant guest.
So we have him coming on from the boy band Blue. So it'll be a great one. And then obviously we have the 2 Brian shows on Friday. We apologise to everyone on here that follows us. Yesterday we couldn't do it. There were a few complications, so we couldn't call it off. Oh, sorry, we had to call it off. And normally on Saturday there are the double with Shy and Stell, who use their coaching knowledge to go through all coaching things. But again, that was cancelled today because he was at the protest for us. So big up to Stelios for going today. But yeah, that's where you can find us at Tottenham Away.
Yeah, absolute brilliant channel. I've been knighted there now because I've been on it so many times. You know, I'm now Sir Irish Hotspur every time I go on. But look, it's another great channel. 4 different complete point of views, 4 reasonable lads, 4 great lads. Like I said, if you subscribe to me, you should be subscribed to Tottenham Away. So get over there and smash that subscribe. As well, we did have another guest on with us today, Bobspur TV, another absolute gentleman, another legend. You know, he was at the protest today and he's going again tomorrow. You know, he puts out fantastic content and he always speaks so well. So make sure you get over to Bobspur TV and smash that subscribe. And again, if you subscribe to him, you should be subscribed to me. And then Rob Quine says, Davey, should I get up for 9:05 or is Bob going to stop the game? No, look, get up. Honestly, I don't think our fan base is going to do that, to be honest with you, Rob. And then James Watson says, well done as always, lads. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, James Watson. Look, anyone else wants to send in a late super chat, like James Watson there, an absolute legend. Big yourself up, James, for your appreciation for the stream. Feel free. But we are going to end it off there.
But David, you haven't given your prediction.
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry. Yeah, me, look. I'm going to do it to myself again. You know, no matter how
You're
much
gonna get
this
clipped again tomorrow, David.
Huh?
You're going to get clipped again tomorrow.
I know. But look, you know, no matter how much this club hurts me, I always fall for it. I always love seeing us play games, even though it's hurt me the last 2 seasons and that. But look, I'm gonna go 2-0 Tottenham. I agree. I'm gonna go with what the old lad said as well. I'm gonna go 2-0 Tottenham. But the main thing is for me, we have to have the game over by 60 minutes. We have to be without sight. And if you want to know why, tune into the pre-match pump up tomorrow morning, and I'll tell you exactly why. With stats all backed up why we need to have this game finished by 60 minutes. Some great stats there. So make sure you get over that. We're starting at 12:30 in the morning or 12:20 in the morning. I really would appreciate the Harris Army support. So if you're awake, get over to We're Tottenham TV, tune into pre-match pump up, where I'm your host. And if you want and you're brave, come on screen and have your say. You can have your say on the Wolves game, have your say on the protest, have your say on whatever you want to have your say on. And hopefully one of these 2 lads might be able to come on and join me. I'm not sure.
I'll be there for you tomorrow.
Right?
I'll be there for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time
It's
does
an
it
early
kick off?
game, so I may be able to be there. But
It kicks off at 12:20.
12:20. 12:12.
9:20.
Yeah, in the morning.
12:20. Wait a minute. Oh, you mean the pre-show? Okay. 12:20. Okay, the pre-show. So then wait a minute. 12:20, 7:20. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there for you, brother. I'll be there.
Yeah, big up. Thank you, Brian. I really do appreciate that, my man. So yeah, make sure everybody joins me over there. Like I said, just spam the chat with the Harris Army. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. You know, show the boys, you know, the power of the Harris Army. That's what I want. And Rob Coyne says, thanks, guys. Big respect. I'll give you a 10 out of 1. Or I'll give you a 10 to 1 on 2-0. Yeah, I'll take a 10 to 1, Robbie. I'll take a 10 to 1. I'm a betting man. You know, any chance I can get to rob a bit of money off a fellow lad, I'll take that chance. And What's the Story says 2-0, yes. Love Spurs, love Israel. Big up, What's the Story? Absolute legend. Been cracking us up all night with some of the comments. But look, honestly, we're going to leave it there, lads. It's been an absolute crazy show. I did expect to do more of a preview, But you guys, the Harris Army, you wanted to talk about the protest. That's all you wanted to talk about. So we gave it to you. You know, that's how adaptable all of us guys are. Another reason to subscribe to our channels. But honestly, big yourself up, the Harris Army. I want to say a massive thank you to you guys for tuning in. A massive thank you actually to you guys for where you've got me to this present day. You know, over 2,250 subs. I'm looking to hit 3K before the end of the season. It's absolutely madness from when I first started. I genuinely thought I'd be lucky to get, you know, even a couple of hundred listening to me. So I really do appreciate it. And you know, the way you guys follow me around with such passion and how much you love this channel. You're always putting it in the other channels, and it keeps getting me on more channels. You know, it's got me on some things I never thought I'd get on, like a comedian's podcast, all stuff like that. It's got me my own show on We Are Tottenham TV. You guys are incredible, and thanks for making my journey. I love every single one of you. Anyone else that's tuned in and wants to jump on the Harris Army bandwagon, make sure you do smash that subscribe on this channel. We have plenty of content coming up. Tomorrow we'll have a match review. I have a fan show coming Monday. I have a show with Abby Summers coming on Tuesday. I'll have more Spurs stories coming out and a lot more content. The Irish Hotspur review as well. Frenemies and everything else. A lot more to look forward to. Great variety of content. But look, we'll see all you guys tomorrow over in the pre-match pump-up, 12:20. I beg you, please be there. I need your support. I'm calling all the Harris Army, all the generals, all the leaders in the army, round up the troops, and let's get over there and give them a fantastic pre-match show tomorrow. You know, but look, we're going to end it there. Come on, you Spurs. Enoch out, Levy out. Get down there for the protest tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. I beg you, please, do it for us worldwide fans. Me, Brian, Will. Get down there and do it for us. But we will continue what we can do online and whatever else. We'll keep spreading the word. But anyone living in and around, I urge you, please get down there. Peace out, Harris Army. Enjoy your evenings. Don't do that, and I wouldn't. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Levy out.
Enoch out.